Hi there, welcome to the Cotswold Explorer. I'm Robin Shuckburgh, and you find me in my own kitchen now with my dog, Widget, who is clearly going to join in on this occasion. This is my kitchen where I try out all those recipes that Alexis teaches me over the course of the programs. Probably with a good joke, my wife has backed the cooker with the flames, which probably demonstrates rather well what actually happens when I try and cook. However, today we're just going to teach you how to make mulled wine. It's Christmas, which is why I've got this ridiculous hat on that Ross insists I wear. And mulled wine is such a simple thing, and it fills the house with the most wonderful smells. It's really simple to do, and I'll show you exactly how. First of all, you need a bottle of wine. Now, what I've chosen today is an ordinary Merlot from Chile. It's inexpensive. But it has great fruit. The great thing about a New World wine is that it has more body, and for mulled wine you need something with a bit of strength. So once again, we'll remember how to open a bottle of screw-top wine. Pour it into a pan. This is the simplest recipe you can possibly imagine. Now, if you're making mulled wine for lots of people and you don't want them to get too drunk, you can put water in. Anything up to a bottle for every bottle of wine will not do too much damage to the mulled wine itself. However, today we're just going to make it pure like this. Now, into it we're going to put, first of all, a halved orange. One of them studded with cloves. Makes a rather satisfying hedgehog, you'll see. I rather like that. Pop that in there. The orange is halved in order to release the juices from inside. Now we're going to put some sugar, about 2 ounces of soft brown sugar. Just goes in there. Now it's there, we'll light it and start warming it. Now, so I've got cloves and an orange in there, and then we put a cinnamon stick to float, and then nutmeg. Now, nutmeg is wonderful if you buy them whole like this and you have a small grater. Just grate some nutmeg into the wine. It's much nicer than the pre-grated stuff. And you put in as much as you fancy, really. It's the most delicious spice. So now, I happen to have some slow whiskey. It's been left over. This is rather wonderful. It's locally made in Oxfordshire, actually, by Gibson's. It will add a little something to the taste of this rather delicious stuff. Not too much, just a little bit. A good way of using up. Slows are rather wonderful because they're slightly bitter, and they add some bitterness to this, the otherwise sweetness of this drink. Now I'm going to turn this up. Keep stirring it. Now we will bring it gently to a simmer. We don't need to boil it too much, because if you do, all the alcohol evaporates. So you want it just to get it so that it's nice and warm. And with the magic of television, we will go away for a second or two while that happens. Right, well, we've allowed it to warm gently, very gently, just until the sugar has melted. Not too hot, because the alcohol will start evaporating long before it gets to boiling point. So bear that in mind. You don't want it to become too non-alcoholic. So now it's just beginning to gently steam. Turn the heat off and find a glass that isn't going to break under serious heat, because this is now a warm drink. So a nice heat-proof glass. You really ought to strain it, if we're really honest, but heavens above, life's too short. So I'm just going to put a little bit in a glass. And I'm actually going to invite Ross, who is standing behind my camera at all times, to come and taste it. There you are, Ross.
Thank you.
See what you think. I shall have some myself. A wonderful, spicy drink. The whole room is filled with this wonderful smell. And this is Christmas in a glass. There's no getting away from it.
That's really nice.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
And same to you, and it's very nice to see you. See you again next month.